Good evening, everyone. It is really wonderful to see you all here, and it's really wonderful to be in such an incredible community space as writers and books. I was telling this to Joe earlier, but so many of my friends and contacts in Rochester, when I was emailing them about this event, I heard from so many people what a community treasure Writers and Books is. So it's really a great honor to have the chance to be here with you tonight. But it's an honor mixed with a little bit of sadness, because my co-author, Sami Al-Jundi, would absolutely love to be able to be standing here with me tonight. He would give everything to be able to be with me, because for Sami, one of the main reasons we wrote the book was his deep belief in the necessity of engaging in dialogue with communities. For Sami, the opportunity to be here and to share with you directly his thoughts and his ideas, and to hear in response your thoughts, your ideas, your questions, that's what it's all about. And the reason that Sami's not here is because he has not yet been granted a visa by the US government. Now, Sami applied for the visa on March 30th, 2009, and he's been waiting since then. He hasn't been rejected. He also hasn't received the visa. It's been in, I think, administrative processing was the term that I got from the consulate when I was inquiring about it. Now, it's both a mystery and not a mystery why Sami has not gotten the visa. The reason why it is a mystery is because Sami has received multiple visas in the past. He's received 2 different visas, each for 5 years. On those visas, he's been to the US probably a dozen times, if not more. Every single time, it's been furthering his peace-building work. Either he came because he was accompanying Israeli and Palestinian youth to go to a summer camp together where they would be engaged in an intensive dialogue, or he was furthering his own peace-building education, like when he spent a summer at the Eastern Mennonite University Summer Peace-Building Institute. So why, particularly this time, when he applied, he's been delayed and being processed is unclear. But the reasons that the US government and the consulate gave him, or what became obvious in their questioning of him, is because they were concerned about his security record. Because Sami spent 10 years in Israeli prison from 1980 to 1990, and he was in prison because of an action that he took as an 18-year-old kid. As an 18-year-old kid, Sami, who was committed to wanting to fight for his people's freedom and fight for his people's dignity, only knew one way to go about that, and that was by becoming a fighter. And that was by becoming a militant. And you'll hear a little more about this as the evening progresses, but when Sami was 18, he and 2 friends began building a bomb that they intended to use against Israeli police. The bomb exploded prematurely. One of Sami's friends was killed on the spot in front of Sami's eyes. Sami and his other friend were greatly injured, and then they were taken from the hospital by the Israeli security services, interrogated, tortured, and in Sami's case, spent 10 years in prison. And you'll hear, of course, a lot more about this, but it was in prison that Sami realized that although he was still as committed to fighting for his people's freedom and fighting for his people's dignity, the choice he wanted to make about how to fight for that was through nonviolence and through reconciliation. And that became his life's work in the 2 decades since, well, now it's more than 2 decades, since he got out of prison in 1990. So for some reason, that's not clear to me, the US government chose to focus on the action that he took as an 18-year-old kid rather than the decades of life work that he has spent since then trying to build the possibility of a peaceful and just reconciliation between Palestinians and Israelis. I would think and I would hope that members of our government would support and encourage and want voices like Sami's to be heard in this country, and would want stories like Sami's to have as wide a platform as possible. But because Sami himself couldn't be here, fortunately, there is a clip of him featured on a documentary film. And the documentary film was made by an incredible organization called Just Vision. And Just Vision's entire mission is to use media to support the work of grassroots Palestinian and Israeli peace builders. Some folks might have seen or heard about the film Budrus. I think it's going to be playing here in Rochester at a film festival happening in June. The Just Vision's new film, which just premiered in Tribeca a few weeks ago, is called My Neighborhood. And Sammy was in Just Vision's first film, which is called Encounter Point. So I want to start off this evening, since Sammy can't be here in person, at least giving you the experience of meeting him through film and getting a little bit of chance to hear from him in his own words, looking into his face, a snippet of his life story. And then after the clip, I'll read a little bit from the book and talk more about the process of writing it with Sammy. This was what I was trying to do. And do I need to do anything to get it to start projecting? There we go. Just one moment for the projector to warm up and we'll be ready to roll.
مبسوطين تتسحسلوا والله تسحسلوا. واحنا بدنا ندخل هلا على حارة اليهود، انه هذا المكان يعني اللي انا خلقت فيه، حارة اليهود. وبعد ال67 طبعا معظم السكان يعني الفلسطينيين سكان القدس العرب طلعوا من هذا الحي، وكثير منهم يعني طبعا تم طردهم، يعني طرد وهدم بيوتهم. واحنا كنا ساكنين كمان هون من ضمن العائلات لما صارت الحرب، كمان طلعنا. ايوه بس معي ناس، دير بالك. تدخلوا؟ تفضل. اوكي اوكي. نحو
الله يرضى عليك، بالك الليل حلمت انا بناس سلمت عليهم، سبحان الله والله.
رحنا على ورجيتهم حارة اليهود.
كويس.
وين كنا ساكنين؟
ورجيتهم تتذكر وين؟
جنب الجامعة.
لو سمير نروح على عمان، قلت له والله لو بموت تحت جرين اليهود في الارض يعني ما بطلعش من البلد، خلص احنا بدنا نضلنا هون، ايش ما يصير لنا يصير لنا.
بدها امي تضل هون، وكمان ابوي بعدين نكرر هذا.
بعدين هو سكت، قال خلص بدنا خلينا. سامي بيعرف شو صار؟
أنا كنت مع 2 من أصدقائي يعني أصحابي، هم كانوا يعملوا هاي العبوة هذه، بعدين انا ما بعرف اشي يعني بعرفش اعمل اشي يعني.
صغار هون كانوا 16 سنة.
المهم يعني صار هذا الانفجار مزبوط. انا كنت يعني بعيد شوي.
هو مسامي برا يحلى ويتصرف.
لا جوا، كنت جوا.
جوا
كنا مع
بعرفش
بعض.
شوي.
وانجرحت كمان ورحت على المستشفى. المستشفى يعني اخذوا